Hi Leo, how's it going? This reading is going to be about what's going to be unfolding for you over the next 3 days. So anything coming up that feels important, anything that you need to know about. We're starting off with the Lovers, the King of Pentacles, and also Six of Pentacles. Okay, we also have Eight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Okay. Lovers and King of Pentacles can mean that there is somewhere where you have to show up, and there can also be somebody else that shows up there with you too. This can be, for example, a work situation. It can be something going on within a partnership, a business collaboration, something going on with a boss, or something going on with a company or like an entity of some sort. Even King of Pentacles can be. Having Six of Pentacles here can mean that, so it can be a partnership of any sort. Like this can also be in your personal life, but having King of Pentacles makes it feel like this has to do with more of your external life or like more of your public life. I usually see King of Pentacles as. So when we have the Lovers and we have King of Pentacles here, this can be like, I'm trying to decide if I want to work with this person, or there can be something about employees that something like that that's going on. There can be something about a boss that's going on. We're going to get further detail, but starting off with Lovers, it speaks about our relationships, but it also speaks about decisions that can be being made. And having King of Pentacles here feels like it's in the context of something that is within your realm of like responsibility or job or work or schooling, something that has to do with more of the like higher parts of your chart, like towards your MC. Now, having Six of Pentacles here, this indicates something is going to go on that you will feel like that's fair, or that is a good call, or this is what I was looking for, this is what I needed, or this fits in a very compatible way. And I'm seeing there be a lot of happiness with this. This can mean too that you feel like you're picking the right thing or picking the right person here. Like some of you could have even been looking for somebody to work with, and Six of Pentacles and Ten of Cups shows that like you found the right person. I am seeing an Ace of Pentacles, so this does feel like it's going to be a new chapter here. So yeah, there can be a partnership that you're sort of closing in on. And the main thing that you could have been looking for is that you wanted something that would work as far as like practically what's going on. Because with Six of Pentacles, you don't want to be showing up and having somebody not pulling their weight. Six of Pentacles indicates that you will be pulling your weight, this other person will be pulling their weight, and that it will feel like you guys are working together with one another as a team, and then feeling really happy about that, because we also have the Ten of Cups here, which feels like there's joy that derives from this partnership, there's joy that derives from this connection. And now also having Ace of Pentacles here too, this feels like something that can grow. Because we have an Ace of Pentacles, it means that there's potential for this to become more than just what it is in this moment. So Leo, this can become more finalized over the next couple days. This feels like even to a partnership that can be being offered to you. A partnership, yeah. There can be a collaboration that's involved in this. This is not going to be a solo new chapter. As I said before, somebody else, at least one other person is involved in this. Most likely one other person, it feels like. Meaning, this doesn't feel like it's just you having a new chapter. It feels like it's you and somebody else together, and you're having this same new chapter because both of you guys are there. So it's not even like you're starting something here and they're starting something over there. It's like you guys are in the same place starting the same chapter together, and it's a new chapter for both of you guys. And it feels too like there is a big change on the horizon. This feels like actually in a really big, maybe even astronomical way when it comes to what you had been doing before. You're throwing yourself into something that's going to look very different than what you had been doing before. This changes things for you. This can change the way that you approach your work. This can change the way that you are approaching the area of life that this is connected with. It feels like a whole, it can feel like a bit of an upheaval, but it's gonna feel like a drastic change that ends up occurring, and it feels like this partnership is a big part of that, Leo. If you want it to be. There can be a part of you that feels intimidated by this. There can be a part of you that feels a little bit closed off about this. Why do you feel this way? I'm getting confirmation of this. Change can be scary. The Death card is coming through, and it's like things are about to start looking different around here, and this is you like, yeah, okay, you know? So you can really be feeling kind of closed off to that. But why would you feel closed off to something that's bringing through a new energy? Because it's bringing through Ace of Pentacles with it. Death card is like, hey man, I'm just coming through to give you this Ace of Pentacles. Don't you want it? Like, things are going to change in a good way around here. But this is that part of you that I feel like you don't want to get ripped off. And why I'm saying that is because we have Six of Pentacles above this, and so I feel like that's what's on your mind. Having Six of Pentacles above feels like you're showing up in this energy, which can be kind of dubious or even closed off to what's going on just a little bit, because you don't want to be taken advantage of, because you know how you show up and you know that you do a good job. Like, you know how you show up, and you may want to make sure that whoever else is coming through now and whatever this is that's happening, you know, if you're going to be changing things around or you're going through a change, you're not going to want it to be something that puts you at a disadvantage. So even though I'm actually seeing things be very much aligned, at the same time, there can definitely be a part of you that you feel a little bit weary about this change that's happening. And just for like reasons of self-preservation, I'm not seeing this be anything that you need to be guarded about, because Death card is really coming through and saying like, hey, I'm bringing a new chapter with me. Like, this has opportunity. There's growth here. There's like a place for you to be investing in. Isn't that what you've wanted? Like, you're showing up as King of Pentacles. Of course that's what you want. So Death card is just like bringing you exactly what you want. But this can mean that there can be part of your identity that you're letting go of. There can be new energies that you're embracing, and that part of you that feels a little bit like, I've learned that I have to watch my back. You can feel dubious about this. Again, not because you need to be, but I get this kind of just being your energy right now, because you know what you have to offer and you don't want to be taken advantage of. Especially like, we're having Scorpio here. Scorpio is a very like, that's suspicious type of energy. And then you have Gemini, which can be like a lot of talking, a lot of information, things being shared. Scorpio is that part of you that's going to want to analyze this, going to want to break it down, going to want to fact check everything. And so you can sort of have your arms crossed a little bit when this comes through. But I think that I get the feeling that once you vet this and make sure that it's legitimate, that then you're going to be like, okay, that's fine. Like, I'm on board with this. That's the feeling that I get. I get the feeling too of, you don't want to get excited and get your hopes up just to have something not really work out. So I I think that that's also part of this too. You being yeah, look, you've been hurt before, been hurt bad. This behind it is sort of showing your psychology here of, I show up in this way. It's like you being a little guard dog and running to the front at whatever sort of coming to the gate here, which is the death card, which can be something that you want to bark at a little bit. Having this behind here feels like there have been times when you've been let down. There have been times when you feel like I'm finally happy about something and then something gets ruined, or it's like too good to be true. So this feels like that part of you that's very much coming from a wounded place, but again, like for self-preservation. It's not like you're just acting up and you have no reason to do so. Like this is based off of your past stuff that you've experienced. I'm not seeing it be necessary in this situation. More so feels like we're describing sort of the process that you're going through and why you may be feeling triggered when you have something that's actually a really great opportunity that's coming through, really great chapter that's coming through for you, and change feeling intimidating or scary. Because I feel too like you have let people in before with the Lovers, because we start with the Lovers and we end with Three of Swords, only to be hurt. And so this feels like, oh look, it's a new chapter here with somebody, and you guys are here sort of merging things together, and this impacts you in a way that affects how you move around within the world. And I think there's this very big part of you that's like, I've been hurt before and I don't want to be hurt. And so I think you're really sort of like looking into maybe this other person, what's going on, just to make sure that this is not something that you take on and you're like, why did I do that? That was foolish of me. I'm not seeing it be like that, but this is the reaction that you're having because of what you've gone through. It's not you picking up on something weird within this situation, because I'm not seeing anything be weird. This feels more so like this is your psychological reaction when you're feeling triggered, because this has the potential to be something really happy and really exciting, and something that you allow yourself to merge with. And within that merging, within that even interdependence that's created, there is that sense of vulnerability. And you've gone through things that may, because of being wounded before, make you want to turn away from that vulnerability. And so this is a time when that's being challenged, because the Death card is coming through and saying, if you want things to get like better than this, if you want to grow, if you want this new chapter that is something that you want, there are going to have to be some psychological changes, some shifts that are made. So not only is this going to change what's going on physically, but also within your life, it also is going to be something that there will be a psychological adaptation that's being made, because you're going to be evolving. And this will even mean too things having to do with your ego, things having to do with your identifications, and that being a change that you're going through of like, I've been playing this role and I've been seeing myself as this kind of guy, and now you're going through a change where that is something that may not be happening in the same way anymore. I'm using the term guy like in general. I'm not meaning it to mean any type of gender in particular, or like one even at all. I'm just using it like more to mean a person. Anyway, yeah, this can feel stressful. I'm not seeing it be something that you're being discouraged to do, more so being encouraged to open yourself up to this. Know that you can go through a big shift psychologically. Communication can help you through this, and also there's no issue with you wanting to make sure that something is legitimate, but make sure that you're aware of the line between, are you closing yourself off from something that would be like great to have within your life and to embrace, or are you just checking something out to make sure that it's okay and seeing where you are, because it feels like a fine line here with this. Because I do get the feeling too with Death card and Six of Pentacles, something that may have been working for you before, like Death card is coming through and saying this is going to be different, but I think it will be even better for you. I think that the Six of Pentacles is going to go through a shift where maybe what you were doing before, it's going to be easier now that you have the Lovers showing up here. And this is a good thing, a very good thing. Let me see if there's anything else. I almost feel like this is really surface level and there's stuff going on deeper, but maybe that's just as much needs to be covered here. You can feel happy about something. Like, I feel like you're happy about this thing that's coming up for you. Like, this partnership that's happening here, I'm seeing there be a lot of joy about it. Simultaneously, it's bringing up pain, but not because this thing is painful. It's bringing up your past stuff, and that's why it feels painful. But this new chapter is also about healing that too. This isn't one of those times where it's going to be like, let's learn the lesson again. It's one of those times where you see the value of evolving and of opening up and healing and letting something in and bringing your walls down and opening your heart to this. And you'll see this is something that is reciprocal. This is something that is compatible, and you can allow yourself to open yourself up to it, or you can push it away out of fear and wanting to keep yourself safe. But all you'd really be doing is not allowing a great opportunity or like this really great chapter to be coming in. Because this is something that you would really enjoy. You would feel very much like it's compatible. This is something that, having 10 of Cups here, this means that this is a chapter that can be a lasting one. Like, this is something that can be like ever producing joy within your life. This is something that when, you know how we have those things that we can connect with, that when we sort of go into that happy place, it is a source of joy for us. This thing that's unfolding within the partnership, that is something that can be a long-term, because we have 10 of Cups here, source of joy within your life. Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. So this is not only something physically that you can invest in, put your energy into, and also like put your skills to good use here with King of Pentacles, and also go through some changes too, because this means that when it comes to your skill sets and what you have to offer, that's going to be going through a bit of a change too. And that can also be a bit intimidating as well, because I wonder for some of you, like, you feel pretty good with the way that things are, but I think this would make things even better for you. And so there can be a part of you that's like, what if I sort of allow this thing in, and then like I threw away something that made me happy, but this feels like something that would just like increase what you already have. So that's what I'm seeing with this. Stressful because this brings up your old stuff for you. Happy because this is actually happy and actually exciting for you. To have King of Pentacles and to have the Death card, what you were doing before, how you were showing up in this setting before, it's like you're going to be getting a bit of an upgraded job description. That's the best way that I can explain what's going to be happening. But it's going to be something that you'll still find to be very compatible with you. It'll be fair. You're not going to be being taken advantage of. Like, things will still be balanced for you. So just know that. Because I feel very strongly this part of you that you do not want to be taken advantage of. And so I'm seeing you questioning something when it's coming through. Like, is this change a good idea? But it is something that's good. There's not a warning here. It's just to say that this is sort of pressing you a bit psychologically speaking. I looked up and saw 1919. Sort of pressing you psychologically speaking. It can be stressing you a little bit, but not because this thing that's coming through is stressful. It is a stressor that is related to stuff that happened in the past that is not happening now, and it can be a time where those things are rewritten. To have this be connected with Ace of Pentacles and to have it be connected with Ten of Cups, this is something that's going to be a long-lasting source of joy within your life, and it will be something that you're being encouraged to welcome this if you are willing to do that, because it is something that will just like make things better. And you can be seeing both where you are within this process and also where you're not. You can be seeing some hangups that you have, because there are some that I'm seeing here, and there's nothing wrong with that. This process is bringing those things to light that you may not have otherwise realized. And so that part can be a bit much at times too. But yeah, overall, this is like really progressive. This is something really amazing that's happening. And even though the shedding and the changing can be really challenging simultaneously, this is something that is going to bring a lot of beauty, and you're going to feel like this is a really progressive time within your life. This will be a time when you look back and you say, that's when things really started to change for me. And it will be in a way that you feel like you have grown and transformed so much. It feels like starting at this point. Just one of many changes. But this can feel like a big life change because it is the Death card, and that is a big deal. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I'd like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.